up high for me. Up high, way high, let him know you got the victory. You triumphant because of what he did for we. Yeah, triumphant, I walk with a bop. Christ saved me, I walk with the rock. Not the R-O-C, but the R-O-C with the K. Cornerstone, true God, yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm in the better zone, fully aware. Staying prayerful to God.
Let it translate, let it rich to this perseverance of the saints. I wanna water down messes, but I can't. Cause we take up a cross with the strength, cause the grace we won't fake. Yeah, stay committed to the faith. When the time comes for you to die, you won't be afraid. I don't wanna hesitate when it's time for me to make a decision for my God. I don't wanna be like here, take my breath away. I don't wanna be scared when death is in the air. I hope my heart is prepared to trust in the Lord's care. That's the value of a Christ, and put no value on my life.
Altar of incense, a sign of the burnt offerings that is going before God. The seraphim, the word seraph even translated as burning ones. These angels are burning ones. They are purified because they are always around His throne. And yet they are still in awe of Him. How many of us are still in awe of God? How many of us, when we come to God, we come to His scripture, come to Him in prayer, we go casual because we, be honest, we have lost our awe. We are no longer in awe of Him like we once was. Isaiah saw the Lord. Notice this. Isaiah's vexation. Because he saw God for who He is, he saw himself for who he was not. If I could title this message anything, I would title it, I am not what I know I am. I am not, but I know I am. I am is holy, I am is wonderful. And because of seeing Him for who He is, I see myself for who I'm not. I see myself, he says, woe is me, for I am ruined. I'm a man of unclean lips. Notice in chapter 5, verse 8, he says, woe because they have added house to house. Woe to the materialist. Notice in verse 11 and 12, he says, woe to the drunkards. Notice in verses 18, 19, woe to the doubters of God. Notice in verse 20, woe to those who call evil good. Notice he said in verse 21, woe to those who are conceited. Notice he says in verse 22, woe to those who are drunken and bribe talkers. He gives a chapter full of woes and comes over, sees God, and says to himself, I'm in need of judgment. Woe unto me who are ruined. With the people who have dull ears and dim eyes. But it's up to us to initiate Project Hope. Project Hope acronym. You know, even acronyms. It's helping others perceive Elohim. We want to initiate helping other people perceive Him. Let's be about His business and become missional and let other people know in our city, in our country, in our world, in our culture. Let's perceive who Elohim is. The question is, where you go? The question is, have you answered to the call? Have you volunteered for His service? It is my prayer that you will volunteer for His service.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. We got a God that's so holy, man. Your master, He drafted up a holy plan. This was way before there was no man. He